and he's knocked over by Doonerman. Ash at dummy half, passes back to Litso. Litso runs up towards Sutton, put off balance, and Dunn comes in from behind to take him. That was the sixth tackle and a scrum to pack down just outside the Ipswich quarter. In fact, if anything, the Toowoomba team certainly has had the advantage territorially so far in the game. Ball into the scrum now, a Toowoomba ball out, the pass goes to Ryan, back on to Patterson. Patterson can't get away from Kelly though and is put down 20 metres inside Ipswich territory. Scramble from the play the ball then, and it's going to be a penalty to Toowoomba. A penalty to Toowoomba on that occasion, around about 20 metres inside, and played the ball infringement. 20 metres inside Ipswich territory, and Doonerman has no hesitation in calling Warren Green across to have a shot at goal.
Yes, especially in the first half, must take the 2 points, very important. Leading 5-2, even if you're a couple of points behind, can't stress enough, you must have a kick at goal early in the game, especially in the first half. Noticeable there, Douglas, that when Douglas is out of the attack of the Ipswich side, they're just a shambles in the forward pack, and it's you can see that Coach Foreman has used him at training, and obviously hasn't thought to deputise anyone in his position.
That's right, that's the key to the game, and I think we mentioned that 5 minutes into the match. Here's Warren Green now at the ball set right in front, 30 metres out, moves in, puts the ball high into the air. No doubt about that one. 2 more points to Toowoomba, and Toowoomba lead Ipswich now by 7 points to 2, and 21 minutes of the first half gone.
Of the field, plenty of room to move in if Hooker Dukes wins the ball.
They play ready to go again now, just inside the Ipswich quarter. Ball into the scrum. It's going to be a Toowoomba ball. Collins comes up into the back line from the full-back position, steps through, beats one, beats two. Here's Collins again, and Collins is in right underneath the uprights, and what a great game this young player's having for Toowoomba.
Yes, Douglas, and was only reserved last week when they went out to Dolby to play the southwest side, but then came on in the last 15 minutes, showed all his attacking ability, and here again from a scrum, right in the middle of the field, the halfback working away, no defence, right in close that 5'8" and locked forward. And Collins, well, literally strolled through the defence to put them out of the ball. And a great try, and of course he's a great attacking fullback. Let's not take anything away from Shane Collins by saying that the Ipswich defence wasn't there. It was great play.
He's gone through, well, I'd say there's at least 5 players he's beaten on that occasion, and that's his second try. Scored one earlier in the game in the 11th minute of play, and here is in the 23rd minute he's through again. There's the conversion attempt by Green, and it's successful, and Toowoomba now leading Ipswich. The scrum by Patterson. It's going to be an Ipswich ball. Clark can't get the pass away. He's lost the ball. Picked up by Collins. Collins beats Kelly. This will be danger if he gets away for the Ipswich team. He does. Collins is away. Collins is up to the halfway. Across comes Brigginshaw, and a good tackle by the Ipswich fullback. Brings his opposite number down. Collins to play the ball. Green passes back to Doonerman coming through on the burst. Doonerman taken. Gets the pass back to Green. A quick pass here, and Toowoomba on the go again. Out the pass goes to Wershing. Wershing prop starts to come back in field. Looks for support. Finds it there in Barkler. Barkler's taken by Ash and held, and also going in for the tackle is Burns, and Toowoomba on the attack now just outside the Ipswich quarter. Can't get up to play the ball. Finally they do. Back the pass comes to Dunn. He can't hold it. Ryan can. Ryan starts to step by himself. Beats one, beats two. Brought down 20 metres out from the try line. Ryan to get up and play the ball now. Wershing at dummy half. Out to Patterson. Patterson on to Sutton. Sutton stepping, propping. Gets the pass to Hancock on the burst. And Hancock will score for Toowoomba right underneath the goal post. And Toowoomba finding holes in that Ipswich defence when they get very close to the line. And on that occasion it was Hancock to crack through and score for Toowoomba. They're making it easy for Warren Green. They're scoring all their tries under the post.
Yes, he'd be very pleased. As noticeable, Ipswich won the scrum inside their own 25. When teams go in the field, they put on a little bit of pressure and they forget things. Blokes they're just not getting into position.
Occasion, pushes off one defender, runs back towards Kelly. He puts him down, gets the pass away to Simmons though. Simmons on to Barkler. Barkler back to Patterson. Patterson gets the pass back to Barkler. Barkler out to Green, and Green will amble over wide out and put the ball down as the Ipswich defence there from the scrums, the forwards in particular, very slow to get across.
Yes, and Warren Green not as kind to himself as the other players are. He scored it very wide, as you were saying before, Doug. The other players thinking of him scoring underneath the post. But Ipswich just not moving up on the man. They're slowing down. You can see noticeably in their last 10 minutes of the game, they were saying how warm it was before the game.
And another scrum to pack down. Scrums at the moment, Les?
2-1, Douglas. Overall, 14-8.
Scrum to go down now, and it's Clark, the little Ipswich halfback, to put the ball into the scrum. It's going to be a Toowoomba ball. Patterson decides to work the blind again to Doonerman. Doonerman throws a dummy. No one's interested in putting him to ground, and finally he goes down, as he's allowed to stand there for a couple of minutes, and it was Douglas who went in and finished the tackle. Back the pass comes now to Hancock. Hancock decides to go by himself, beats one, gets the pass back inside to his support, and Toowoomba are over for another try just to the right-hand side of the goal post. And coming through there in support was the little halfback Patterson, I think. Obscured there for the moment. No.
Patterson's over
Patterson's
here.
back.
It's hard to pick up these Toowoomba numbers.
Doonerman it was that went
Doonerman.
through the possession there with Doonerman at the moment. I think he may have stolen the ball, and Burns has. And the Ipswich winger Burns to play the ball. Back the pass comes now to the replacement player Barnes. Barnes gets the pass away to Burns. Burns gets it out to Briginshaw. Briginshaw up the touchline. There's no defence in front of him. Briginshaw's going to score for Ipswich now. A great run by Briginshaw right downfield, and Briginshaw will put the ball down midway between the goal posts and the touchline, as all of the Toowoomba defence was up in the one line. Work on the blind side, and Briginshaw was away, and Ipswich are in for their first try.
Yes, Simmons, the only second row coming across and covered a fence. Shane Collins, very badly out of position there.
Harks there, though, for Ipswich to put him down with the assistance of Litso. Joel Dukes at dummy half now, sees a gap, goes by himself, has Dunn outside him, gets the ball to Dunn. Dunn's in the open, up towards the halfway, has Briginshaw there. Briginshaw takes him front on and puts Dunn down, and Dunn will play the ball just inside Ipswich territory. Patterson back to Ryan. Ryan on the burst, nearly through the gap. Now he's through. No, he's caught from behind by Kelly, standing in the tackle. Gets the pass back to Doonerman. Doonerman standing, swings out of one tackle. Here's a try coming up at Toowoomba. Out the pass goes to Simmons, on to Worshing, and Worshing is over, wide out for the Toowoomba team, and play going from one end of the field to the other, and a couple of strong runs by the Toowoomba side, and Toowoomba are over for their second try in the second half through Worshing, and they now lead by 30 Western points. Taken though 5 metres inside Toowoomba territory by Anderson. Kelly at dummy half, looks for support, decides to go by himself. Nobody going with him. Now he can link up with his support there in Biggs. Biggs out to Burns. Burns with a chance now. Worshing coming from behind. Burns is up towards Collins. Gets the pass inside to Briginshaw, and Briginshaw will go over for his second try. Good backing up there by Briginshaw, and good work by Burns. And in a collision in the background, we've got a couple of the players down. I'd say that'd be Burns, the Ipswich winger, and also Worshing, the Toowoomba winger. They clashed rather heavily in the background. Ball into the scrum, taken out by Toowoomba. Patterson to Ryan on the blind side. Now Collins links up in there, but Collins is taken, gets the pass out to Martin. Martin only on the field a couple of minutes, can get the pass back inside now to Barkler, and Barkler will run around and put the ball down midway between the touchline and goal posts. A blindside move there for the Toowoomba team. The defence closed very quickly on Collins, and that created the overlap for Martin. 33 points to 12, Toowoomba leading Ipswich in the Toowoomba have been throwing the ball around. If they win it, it could be an attacking position for them. Patterson takes the ball from the scrum, and that's what's happened. Patterson from the base of the scrum gets the pass to Collins. He's shut the gate. Collins is up over the halfway. He'll get to the quarter line. The defence closing on him, but Collins has got too much pace, and Collins will go over and score his third try right underneath the goal post in a movement from the base of the scrum, from well inside the Toowoomba quarter, and the player's gone the full Toowoomba, but he's put down still inside his quarter by his opposite number Biggs. Doonerman to get up and play the ball now. Back the pass comes to Simmons. Simmons towards the centre of the ruck, taken front on. Litso's there around the legs, and Douglas up top. Doonerman passes back now to Patterson. Patterson outside to Murray Challoner, who's on the field as a replacement for Toowoomba. He's put down just inside the Toowoomba quarterway by Kelly. Doonerman at dummy half now, passes out towards Dunn. Dunn finds a gap, sprinting up towards the halfway, support coming to him. Dunn still running with the ball up over the halfway, showing plenty of pace. Can the support get to him? Dunn goes by himself, and Dunn will go and score right midway between touchline and goal post as he swerved around Briginshaw. The support was trying to get to him, and Dunn outpaced his own support in a fine burst of speed. And Toowoomba go into the 40s now. They're leading by 40 to go, and Toowoomba leading Ipswich by 41 points to 12. Gets the pass back inside to Doonerman. Doonerman sees a gap, then throws a high pass to Martin. Does well to pull it down. He's taken by the Ipswich defence, so 10 metres inside Ipswich territory. Back the pass comes to Hancock. Toowoomba looking for that last try. Hancock, though, slips over. They won't get the chance to get the last try. There's the full-time hooter, as Hancock will get up and play the ball after being knocked over by Kelly. Joel Dukes tries a little kick through. Will he regain possession? Can't do so. Burns is there, and that's the end of the ball.